Good afternoon and welcome to the market color recap session. This is going to be, quite straight to the point. We did a very detailed breakdown during the course of this morning session. If you happen to miss that, please do well to go back and watch that video. It will show you how we came about these different levels that we've marked out across the commodity currency pairs. So for now, we just want to see if price has traded into those zones. And as you can see, starting from NZUSD, just like we said, we're expecting a temporal buy. That buy is still buying, but hasn't fully traded into our zone. Go back to H1 so you'd see. So this is the sunshine that we saw printed and gave us the insights that we'll be seeing a buy on this asset class temporarily, most likely into the higher time frame levels, 0.57751 or 0.57915. And before getting there, we saw more intermarket structure points that could serve as resistance. So this is support that could become current resistance, which happens to have a couple of confluences around these zones. So if price trades into these levels, we're going to be So if price eventually trades into these levels, we're going to see price, retest and start to sell from there. Right. Now looking at AUD/USD on the H4 time frame, price was at a support level during the course of our analysis this morning. Look at it on the H1 time frame as well. This is the support that price is reacting from. So you can see the rejections. If you're looking at market structure, this is a resistance that has a fair value gap, and also at this indicator, there's a pullback indicator. So there's a couple of confluences that could support this buy move on AUD/USD, but we want to see how price moves. Are you going to start to buy from here? Target this zone, find resistance. So just so I, take everybody along with me, let me just do a quick, run through. So AUD/USD predominantly, this has been buying. So I have a buy bias looking at H4 structure point. Price is currently at a support level marked out on the H1. Clearly, this is one. We're saying a temporal buy that could find resistance here to start to sell or break through and target the next resistance level all the way up here. Go down to M5 and we're seeing price doing this. Now, if price gives a confirmation, we could take an AUD/USD buy from where price currently is to where it is headed, which would now be, if price breaks through all of this resistance, targeting where I think it should target first, this would be a 24 pips move. And if price is able to break through this level, we're going to be seeing even more buys targeting the next resistance level all the way up here. So that would now be how many pips? 64. Is there a confirmation yet on AUD/USD that I would like to see? Let's go back to M1. So this is the confirmation I'd like to see that has now been printed, a break and a retest. Now, the only thing is this and this level could push price down. But if price is able to break through, this is a beautiful entry to take AUD/USD buy and target 60 plus pips for this particular asset class. Now looking at USD CAD, go to H4 again for the sake of those of us who were not here in the morning. Sunshine printed, major structure is to the downside, except for this change of character that we saw here. Regardless, price is going to buy to sell. Even if it's going to sell, it could come and find, this previous resistance stone support. But regardless, the sell is going to happen, Abi. Oh yeah, now looking at this, we go down to H1. We marked out levels where it could sell into POI 1, 1.37805, POI 2, 1.37338, right? Price could sell into these particular levels before we now start to see either the buy continuation in line with the change of character that we saw, or it's just going to change direction and continue to sell in line with the major structure point, regardless what we're going to be watching to see. So you can see how we came about these biases. Now for USD CAD, it already gave its confirmation for us to take that quick sell a while ago. Go back to M1 so you can see clearly. It's going to take a bit of time for it to open, but let's see. All right, so USD CAD sell give us our first opportunity here. And since that level point to where price currently is, it has done over 23 pips. So when we first saw our break and a retest of our indicators was our first entry point. Now it is currently at a resistance or a possible zone that could reverse it, but you see that price broke through that level. So this is what's going to happen. This is what I see it doing. It's going to buy back and then give us that final move downward into 1.38045. So my most preferred take profit level for USD CAD sale is 62 pips. somewhere around the zone. And if price comes in and finds support, then we now see price begin to do the opposite, that's buy. However, if not, a sell move is very much in play. And that is basically it for this session. Do let me know if you have any question. Again, if you missed out this morning session, do want to watch it on YouTube. If you also want to catch up with what we looked at on indices, watch the video this morning as well. It shows you a detailed breakdown of the levels that we marked, so you'd see how it plays out. All right, so I'm just going to give a few seconds so you can ask questions before we pretty much call it a wrap for this session. If this was also helpful, let me know by leaving an emoji in the chat box. Amazing. All right. This is awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that feedback. Okay, so we're going to be reconvening tomorrow by 8:30 a.m. for a fresh look at the market, looking at financial currencies and gold, right? So make sure you do well to join that session. And remember, it is 8:30 a.m. on the dot, no African time at all. If you're a total beginner who happens to be watching this video and the terms seem a bit complicated for you, it is totally understandable. You would want to enroll for all of our training sessions at the BFT Academy, the Forex Bootcamp course precisely, where you're going to learn how we look at the market using How I Trade and a couple other instructors on the Trading Academy. All right. With that being said, do have an amazing day. Cheers and God bless. See you tomorrow. Have a profitable trading week. Bye.